Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Camp Blood. No, this one is not anything to do with Friday the 13th. In fact, this movie has hardly anything to do with a camp at all. Unless you count the 4 people going camping, but I don't know how else to explain this stupid movie, but I'll do the best I can. So you got 4 campers who meet up with a forest guide named Harris. Harris is a woman, by the way. And while they're out camping, they're being stalked and killed off, not all of them of course, by somebody wearing a clown mask and a jumpsuit. Obviously, that's where Slipknot must have gotten the idea for one of their characters. Except that clown mask looked way cooler, and the outfit too. Maybe this movie was an inspiration for Slipknot's look. Who knows? Anyway, the killer clown goes around killing everybody. And you're led to believe that the killer in the movie is somebody named Thatcher. Because they meet up with him, and Thatcher seems a little weird, twisted, and kind of like, he has that look, and I'm like, he's probably going to be the killer. But no, it turns out the killer is actually Harris. I guess it was supposed to be some sort of a twist or something, and I suppose it sort of kind of worked, I don't know. But, yeah, and it also turns out that Thatcher and Harris are working together to try and kill all of the campers. Again, why it's called Camp Blood, I don't know. There's no camp, it's just... never mind. So our final girl... final survivor, whatever you want to call her... Trisha... winds up finding out everything about Thatcher and Harris working together. She winds up hacking Thatcher up with a machete and running over killer clown Harris. Trisha thinks all is well, everything's alright. She drives down the road a little bit, and the killer clown pops up behind her and chokes her out. She winds up waking up in a mental institution. The doctors there give her another injection, and she hallucinates the killer clown coming near her in her room, and that's where the movie ends. And in case you didn't know it, there were at least, I believe, 2 more sequels. Some people have said there were 3 more, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything about a Camp Blood 4, but there have been 2 sequels, and you can bet your bottom dollar I'm more than likely going to review them in the near future. So, why did this movie suck? There was no camp. There were tents, but the killings in this movie were bad. They looked very low budget. The killer revealing to be Harris, you're kind of surprised by, but then you find out Thatcher had something to do with it. You're like, well, not that surprised. Really bad acting, of course, naturally. It's a very low-budget horror movie. I would guess he probably spent about $30 on everything. I don't know. Camp Blood 2 wasn't much better, and number 3, which I think they gave it a different name, was really bad. Yeah, it's almost like a shot-on-video kind of horror movie, but not quite as bad. It seemed like they really tried to take their work seriously in this movie, but ultimately the kills are dumb, the gore effects are bad, the acting is not all that great. And you can pretty much pick out who the final girl's gonna be, or the hero, whatever way you want to call it. But yeah, that kind of twist ending, Trisha in the mental institution, it kind of makes you wonder, did she hallucinate all this? Which I imagine she probably did. Or did all this really happen, and then next thing you know, she's in that mental hospital? I don't know. And I don't care, because this movie sucked. So there you guys have it, a review of Camp Blood. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that the title had nothing to do with the horror movie at all, and you sit there and you keep asking yourself why they give it this title, even though it had nothing to do with anything of the title. There's a lot of movies out there like that one, gang. Send it my way and I will get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching, and until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on. I don't think I'd go camping anytime soon, though. Not even in the backyard.